hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Aaron Jones brought him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the draw, here's Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. It's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Here we go. Here we go. 58.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, They used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Ryan's
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
The Falcon first down.
Ready, back 25. 54,
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. A slant to Jones. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle made by Christian.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there, 54.
They go back to the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
This is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 42, check.
Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
20.
To throw again. Ryan. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check 24, check 24. Come out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch for 2, watch for 2. Hey, check.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Ryan. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made by...
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A first down carry for Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle
seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Falcon, first down.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Will Redmond. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. 23 yards to pick up there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Slant to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rodgers finding Adams for Packer first. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The tackle made by...
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, you block over here. 54. Mike 54.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funches, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Make it 13-7.
Makes the score Falcons 13, Packers 7.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
1-yard line.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Sanders toss left side. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st down, Falcons.
Ready. Check. Mike 42. Play 1.
Tonight's final score.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps.